LdyT, and I'm doing a sort of video response, but I'm gonna make it general and not specify because this is my opinion and I'm not trying to get into any video feud, blah blah blah. Anyway, so I was sent this video about, I don't even really know because it was a response video, and it was basically about black men and black women in relationships. And there were a lot of points made in the video that were interesting, possibly valid. I mean, you know, but there were a lot of things that I didn't agree with, and it kind of sparked me to make this video and just give my opinion on the whole situation of, you know, dating within your race as a black female or male, and dating outside of your race. So first of all, I mean, yes, you hear, you know, this general consensus of, as a black woman, it's hard to find a good black man out there. Now, there is a point to that. I mean, a lot of times, you know, there's this stereotype of black men and what they're about, and you know, especially in the media, I mean, how the black community as a whole is portrayed, it kind of reflects on our opinion or our outline of what a good black man is. You know, I mean, in my opinion, I'm not going to necessarily say, you know, a black man that lives in a certain area, or a black man that may have at one point been a hustler, or, you know, even at one point may have been incarcerated. It's not for me to say that that person is not a good man. Now, I will admit, depending on what the situation is and depending on, you know, why the person was incarcerated, I mean, I would certainly date someone who has changed their life around and, you know, is working towards being a better person. Now, we also have this stigma of black men being, you know, the type of men that just lay around with all types of women and don't, you know, pay their child support and have 1,800 kids. Like, okay, and there are some men out there, and I'm not just talking about black men, but there are some men out there who are just trife, and they know who they are. Probably the ones that are going to get upset by me calling you out, and I'm sorry, boo-boo, but there are some out there that do just that. I mean, they lay around, they don't have no job, they don't pay their child support or take care of their children. But the thing about it is, it's not all men, and it's not just minorities, it's not just black men, you know what I'm saying? But it's hard when the media manipulates maybe one or two different scenarios, or they take a poll, but they're only polling people from a certain area or a certain region, you know what I'm saying, in order to get the results of, okay, this is a statistic of black men and how they don't take care of their kids and blah blah blah, this and that. And you know, they publicize that, and that just gets into your mentality. And then when you see black men out there who date outside their race, you kind of think to yourself, oh, hold up now. You know, he's a good black man, he's got a good job, he doesn't have any kids, but yet he's dating a white woman, or a Spanish woman, or an Asian woman. And then you as a black woman, you feel insecure, or you get upset and angry and aggravated because it's like, well, dang, like, there goes one less good man for me to, have had a chance with, or there goes one less good man, that's single and available. But the reality of it is there are good men out there who are bus drivers, good black men who are bus drivers, good black men who are construction workers, good black men who work in the DVD store across the street. You know what I mean? Like, as long as they have a job and they have goals and they are willing to go out there every day and beat that pavement, and even if they do have kids, as long as they take good care of their children and, are productive in their lives, as fathers and role models, and are not out there doing, illegal things, then they're generally, to me, a good person. Black, white, Spanish, Asian, it doesn't matter. To me, in my opinion, they're generally a good person. People make mistakes in life, and I know, like, as a black woman, it's like when you're out there working hard, you want someone who is going to bring something to the table. If you feel like, okay, well, I'm a lawyer, or I'm a doctor, or I'm a veterinarian, or something like that, you don't necessarily want to date the man that works at the post office, or at the bus station, or at the movie theater. Like, you don't. I mean, and that's for any race. Come on, you guys, let's be real. That's for any race. But in reality, you're missing out on so much more when you close yourself up to, the opportunities of dating a hardworking black man. As far as this mentality that black men have towards women, as us being, nagging and aggressive and loud and belligerent, that is a generalization and a stereotype that needs to be smashed out of the box. Because women in general, and you can look this up, are still not held in equal esteem with men in our society. Like, for every dollar that a man makes, a woman only makes 75 cents. I have an issue with that. And we as women have fought hard to get as far as we have. So, of course, especially as black women. I mean, come on now, let's be real. It's one thing to be a woman, but when you're a minority as well, it's like you have both stigmas, as people say, that you have to battle against. And we all know this. As a society, we know this. I mean, if you want to break it down to psychology, I mean, look at how we form schemas in our brain. Like, the minute we meet somebody, we automatically form a schema about that person. It's just natural. It's nature. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard to change that. But anyway, that was a little bit of Psych 101 for you guys. But yeah, I'm just saying that the fact that black men think that, okay, we as black women are hard on our men, or we get out there and we're belligerent. Not every black woman out there is loud and ignorant and whatever you would think, or all these, things that you think about black women. It's on the contrary. You know what I'm saying? Okay, fine. When there's an issue that needs to be handled, okay, me as a black woman, I'm gonna handle it. And if I need to be stern, and if I need to raise my voice a little bit louder so that you can hear me clearly, I will. But I also know how to be eloquent, and I also know how to get my point across without being belligerent. And I really do take offense to the fact that there are men on YouTube sitting here saying that, black women are just these loud, obnoxious, and they wonder why we don't date, in our race. No, you don't date in your race because you choose not to. And me, I'm an advocate for dating whoever you feel. You know what I'm saying? To me, it's not about color, because honestly, what is this? What is this? Flesh. It's skin. Okay, in the end, it's about a spiritual connection, a soulmate, a kindred spirit. That's my opinion, straight up. Okay? But I'm just saying, for someone within my race to belittle me and tell me that I'm not good enough, or I'm too much of this and I'm too much of that, first of all, that has nothing to do with race. A white woman can be loud and belligerent. An Asian woman could be loud and belligerent. A Hispanic woman can be loud and belligerent and out of control. Not just black women. And 9 times out of 10, there is a reason for that. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, okay, I'm getting wild and crazy and wilding out on you for no reason. That's the thing that people forget. Okay, you may see us out there like, oh, no, you didn't. I'm about to break you down. You may see us doing that, but you don't know the reason behind it. You don't know what that person has done to get us to that point where we're so riled up that, hey, straight hood comes out, or, you know, we just get loud and belligerent. You know what I'm saying? There is a time and a place for everything, and as many a women as I know that can get loud and crazy, they can also conduct themselves in an orderly fashion and be respectable in corporate America. They have good jobs, good education, and they know how to turn it on and turn it off. So this whole situation and this whole thing about black men dating black women and why black men don't want, it's nonsense. It really is. At the end of the day, it's all about a spiritual connection. It doesn't matter what the race is. And for you black women, don't lower your standards. Don't, sit up there and worry about whether Cujo across the street is dating, Maria the Latina or Susan the white woman. Don't worry about it, because whoever is for you is for you. God is going to send that person in your life no matter what color they are, what race, what creed, it doesn't matter. And it's going to be a blessed thing. So let's stop focusing on this whole tension between the men and women, and let's have a mutual respect for one another. A mutual respect. Let's stop generalizing everything. Let's stop feeding into the stereotypes of, okay, black women are loud and belligerent and black men have 50 million kids that they don't take care of. That is not true, people. There might be 1 or 2 or so many people who are in that situation, but it's not just a race thing. Okay? There are situations and circumstances that we do not understand because we're not that person. We're not in their situation. We don't live in their region of the world. You know what I'm saying? It's time for a universal love. And I know I may be crazy for saying this, but really it is. Really it is. Okay? All this self-hatred and all this, interracial hatred is crazy. The light skin, dark skin thing, that's another issue that I have a problem with. Okay? It's time for us to grow past those stigmas placed upon us and think with an educated, clear mind. Okay? Love who you love. Be with who you want to be with. Don't worry about who Ray Ray across the street is with, or Mika 2 doors down is with. Don't worry about it. Okay? God will send you someone that's meant to be in your life. Love has no color, people. Love has no color. Open yourself up to the possibility. Love has no physical attributes. Okay? If you're big, if you're small, if you're skinny, if you're short, if you're tall, everyone deserves to be loved. And every time you neglect to look at somebody because they don't fit your status quo, or every time you write someone off as, oh, he's just a friend, or oh, she's just a friend, you are missing your chance to have that connection with that kindred spirit. You are missing your chance to experience that true love that you will never experience with anyone else. So remember that. Alright guys, this is your girl LdyT, trying to get passionate with the subject at hand. Sorry if I went off on a little tangent, you know, sometimes I'll do that. Anyways, be blessed, be bold, be beautiful, be natural, be you, divas. Love you guys. Deuce.